You're listening to Miscast Commentary.
Hey everybody, how you doing? Welcome to a Coming Attractions episode of Miscast Commentary. I'm Joe Findley.
And I'm Todd, just Tebow Murray.
Yeah, we gotta figure something out with you because the just
I know
is not just
I know it's not. See, well, like I gotta get a job or something, and then
the Nike people didn't jump on
maybe
just
I'll be
Tebow.
no, maybe I could be like Tebow the hobo murderer.
Yeah, and we're
That's
just
a job, right?
for trademark purposes. Tebow is spelled T-B-O, T-B-O.
Yes,
not like
with the
Tim
dash.
Tebow. So
I don't know who that is,
he's a
but if that's a real human being, he ripped my nickname off.
he's a football player who
And
thought
so did T-Bone Burnett.
yes, for
Close
sure.
enough, bud. Close enough.
And so did the T-bone steak.
Coco the monkey. I want to be T-Bone. That he was the guy from Candyman.
Yes.
We should watch Candyman. Forget this one we're doing.
Oh, fuck it. Yeah. I did. I'm using the same research no matter what.
Sweet, same trivia.
Could you believe?
No one will notice the difference.
Could you believe?
Except for
this-
that guy.
Oh yeah, we had a guy on YouTube. If you go and look at our Who Framed Roger Rabbit episode, I'm not going to shit talk this guy because
I will.
No,
I'm not going to
no,
either.
because I actually
Everybody's allowed their own opinion.
everybody's allowed their own opinion. I actually appreciated some
And
of the
it
things.
proved what you said
Yeah,
was that he listened to
He
the
li-
whole thing.
He listened to the whole thing.
I
yeah.
dig that.
I dig that. It's very few and far between that we hear somebody who can prove they
This
listened to the entire
guy's
episode.
complaints are brought to you by Pepsi Cola.
Pay us. Pay us now. But the you broke me. But yeah,
we were
no,
watching their Who Framed Roger Rabbit episode.
yeah, no, but I appreciate any
I
and all
wasn't.
comments. He did correct a couple of like mistakes. They weren't necessarily mistakes because we didn't really know. It was really just more
We
of
didn't
a-
make the movie.
Well, no, but it was just a vagary of like, we were like, oh, we think this is kind of the early 50s, and he's like, it's 1947. I mean, we're talking, a matter of a couple of years. I would have relaxed.
He
but
said in
it's-
his comments
Yeah.
that we cooked the boiled egg that was stuffed into that guy's mouth.
yeah, that wasn't true.
And he said we cooked it angrily
That's-
and not that we didn't cook it all the way.
Slander most foul. But no, we appreciate any and all comments. I don't care what
Bring
they
it,
are.
me too.
I've actually, the very first comments we ever received on SoundCloud, if you go back, they're actually from me because I recognized a mistake I made while I was editing the episode.
Oh my god, it's you yourself.
And I can't edit
Do
anything
you
out.
remember the one SoundCloud? It was a guy giving a review.
Yeah.
And it was just literally a soundbite of him killing himself.
Mm-hmm. And hey, it's, again.
Did you say
any
Anne
news is
Heche?
good. No,
Oh.
I said, and hey.
Oh. Whatever happened to Anne Heche?
I just watched Volcano the other day.
Oh, what a weird see. What the shit? I knew it. I could see you had this Anne Heche thing going on with you today.
I really do. I really do. Will he be,
probably your new
will he be with
eyebrows.
men or women? You're never going to know.
Eyebrow implants.
Yeah.
I want ones that can move, stick like magnets. I don't want to be like these girls drawing it on. I want to express,
Yeah.
everything in one eyebrow like The Rock.
See, when you were talking like move around and stuff, I thought you were talking like Eugene Levy.
Oh my God, those are
Those-
caterpillars, real caterpillars he puts
Each-
on there.
Each eyebrow has its own SAG card.
Yes,
So it's
the left
It's
one has
like-
got a couple more
Yeah.
parts if you go onto their IMDb page.
yeah, it's like the Olsen twins. They're usually together, but every now and again one of them's by themselves. Usually in like Zoolander or something.
Yeah.
Like that.
yeah.
One eyebrow walking down. the red
They're
carpet.
usually together, and you're secretly hoping they'll kiss,
I'm always hoping they'll kiss.
especially his eyebrows.
Well, I think without the right grooming, they probably kiss all the time.
Oh
They just
yeah,
get closer and closer.
the
together.
old unibrow.
I picture.
You know what? I think that the movie we're watching, Unibrow, is a good segue in
I disagree
because I feel like there's lots of unibrows in this film.
there are a lot of maybe not perfect unibrows per se, but some tight ass eyebrows.
It is going to be our most eyebrowerific film that we've ever watched.
I would argue, yeah, that's probably true.
I think-
Because
I don't-
we have no Eugene Levy under our belt.
No, we
now,
do not.
so-
Have we done anything with Eugene Levy?
not yet.
This is a drinking game now during Three Amigos. Okay, every time you
Spoiler
see
alert, we're
a
doing Three
pair of
Amigos.
oh shit.
It's all good. It's all good. They were.
I
Gonna
didn't know that.
They were gonna
like.
find
I
out.
didn't know that he was.
It was
you know,
Anne Heche.
watching Anne Heche for the entire weekend.
It was a long time. I also watched Ellen's Game of Games in hopes that Anne Heche might have made like a grand gesture. Portia de Rossi's had too much work done on her face. Come back to me.
Oh yeah, they were together.
Yeah.
Anne Heche.
Yeah.
Is she? Oh, I'm thinking Callista Flockhart. I was like, isn't she with
my God.
Harrison Ford now?
Callista Flockhart looks like any of the girls who got their faces screwed up by the Joker in Tim Burton's Batman. Love
Like,
that Joker.
Ooh, those girls were hot.
But like, but I promise you, I'm probably gonna put something up on Twitter or something about this because I'm an asshole. But you put a picture of one of them up next to a picture of present day Callista Flockhart. It's just makeup is the only difference. Makeup's the difference.
Literally,
folks.
I think they're the same human being.
Yeah, I think she had to get work done because Harrison Ford's constantly crashing planes.
Oh God, yes. Well, you have to.
Yeah.
He's changing. You're changing.
Yeah,
You know?
how like old people get into a lot of car accidents and like you need to lose your license. Why is he not losing his pilot's license?
He's Harrison Ford.
I know the only I have a
Come on.
I have a distinct feeling it's specifically because he goes there and I'm like, I can't take Han Solo's pilot license away.
You know, the sheriff's probably just so stark. He's like, man, next time you could crash into my house.
Oh, just please.
To the left, that's where my wife sleeps.
Don't even ask permission to land.
just
It
do.
doesn't even matter. Just come on down.
Boom.
But it's just like, oh, it's bananas.
Would you be like kind of like, well, cool, like if like Harrison Ford crashed, because you're probably going to get some money.
Yeah.
Like if he crashed into your house.
Yeah.
Nobody died. But then you're like, what the fuck? There's a plan. And then you're like, wow, it's Harrison Ford.
I don't know. I think if I suffered a loss, it might be better.
And he's jerking off to a picture. That's why he crashed, because he was jerking off to Anne Heche.
Oh my God.
Callista Flockhart's going to be so angry.
He was jerking off for 6 days and 7 nights. It's because he's old and it takes a while to climax.
Hey man, I'm down with it. Good marathon run.
I liked I think it was
I like lots of stuff.
thank you. I'm trying to Oscar Isaac. I think it was Oscar Isaac who was talking to him one day and he was asking him a bunch of questions about the Millennium Falcon, like they were in the middle of shooting and stuff like that. And he's like, what? He's like, do you have any like tips? He's like, because I'm going to be piloting an X-wing, like what I should be doing and clicking. And he's like, and he just looks at him. He's like, it's in space. It's all pretend. Like he's just like he's
just do something,
like,
right?
Oscar Isaac. He's coming at it like an actor, and I think he was coming at him like a pilot too.
Yeah,
he's like, you've
probably.
flown. He's like, what kind of little switches while you're flying would you
like?
Need
Would
to
I
be
be click? Do I need to click a thing? Like, do I need?
or am I just hands on the wheel or whatever?
It's like
he's
it's in space.
He's just like, it's pretend you
and
little
you're
shit.
in a green screen room.
Yeah, exactly.
So if you don't press the button, they will CG make your hands press the right button.
Mm-hmm. That was one of my favorite things I saw, and it was the making of Star Wars Episode 1. Still my favorite making of documentary.
Which one?
It's the making of Star Wars Episode 1.
Oh, mine's Showgirls.
Yes. It's just a bunch of naked women standing around.
What? A movie.
Gina Gershon going, is it too late to get out of my contract? But
the movie was essentially just how to get women naked.
Yeah, exactly.
And then leave them hanging around for a while awkwardly.
This exploits women. I'm going to go do Jade now.
Ooh, I'm jaded.
It's very weird when you think, because the Wachowskis did Jade.
They did?
That was their first movie, and that was the movie they did to prove
With
they could do The Matrix.
Red hair there? What's his name? Is he in Jade? Yeah. Took my glasses off.
Caruso, yeah.
And a naked Angie Everhart.
Am I thinking of the wrong movie?
It was a sexy movie.
I think I might be
It's
thinking
when
of the wrong movie.
Caruso was real sexy.
See, I'm thinking of
The first Wachowski?
Jennifer Tilly and Gina Gershon.
Bound.
It was one of
Frankenstein
those
Unbound.
No, it was Bound. Yeah, it was
the lesbian one.
Yes. So
how didn't people not know? Oh, they're the sisters. No, they're just the Wachowskis now.
Yeah, which I
they're
think
ladies now, right?
Well, they did it one at a time too.
Which
really made it weird.
I think that good for them, but I think the one guy just jumped on the bandwagon. I'm telling you right now, the one from everything I ever read, it was only the one, and then he's like, "Well, now look who's the hot shit. Now I got to get a vagina." Like, thanks a lot, sis. Do you think they still call each other bros behind closed doors and like slap fives?
Slap high ones. You know what I mean? But,
what, because they kept their chopped off penis?
I'm hoping.
They have like sword fights with them.
We don't know if they're fully transitioned or not, right?
I do.
You do? Yeah, I've got a peek.
I go on all the conservative trash websites.
I'm just gonna say right now, I took the blue pill.
I fucking took both of them.
And that blue pill.
What happens if you took both? He's like, no. As he's explaining, he's like, the red pill. Jesus, man. He just takes.
The original version that they wrote wasn't good, though, because Morpheus was Bill Cosby. If you take the red pill, you go to the sleep and you get the things in the...
And the blue pill's the same as the red, only I made it blue, you see? It's not really a choice.
I dipped it in the Jell-O.
Rudy.
I'd like to apologize to Jell-O for...
for associating them with Bill Cosby.
Yeah. Let's.
You know what? Let's wait a second. You just mentioned Harrison Ford.
Jell-O pay us.
I have to pay me my money.
Yeah.
And biznitch. Sorry, Jello. I did not mean to call you a biznitch.
No.
If anything, I'm your biznitch because there is always room for Jello or Todd's penis.
Yeah.
Because it's like Jello. As in, it doesn't get hard, and there's way too much sugar in it.
That's not what I was thinking. I was just thinking it's so small that there's always, wherever you try and stick it,
Exactly. There's always room. There's always room for a micro penis.
Wonderful.
And some tears. Anyways, I watched Blade Runner 2049.
Yeah.
If you have not seen that movie, watch it. It is absolutely amazing.
We're usually on top of these things. But
Amazing.
Blade Runner slipped by both of us.
I was like, I was in a room full of people. I was crying at the end. It was so awesome.
Nice.
But everybody in the room was like, you know what? They're like, I cried too. And I was like, oh, fuck you.
There's nothing worse than being the ugly crier in the room.
Woo, mascara running.
Yeah. I feel fine if it's like a single tear dripping down.
Or no,
but usually
it's yeah, it's ugly. Well, no, that's like when you're in the theater and you're like, oh fuck, and your throat gets all tight. You're trying to fight it, and you're like, come on, in the scene, and then it gets worse, and then some couple like one tear, and then it goes to like the white, and you're like, oh god, or the credits roll, and you're like, shit.
Show a turtle bite a guy in the dick right now. Actually, the last movie that did that for me.
Where a turtle bit a guy in the dick?
No, where I was like, oh god, make it stop, because I was like all emotional. Coco.
Oh, I need to watch that movie.
Yeah, I was.
I missed it. I've seen every Pixar. No, I didn't see The Good Dinosaur.
That wasn't Pixar. I don't think.
Sure, it was.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought that was just Disney.
Coco.
Straight Disney. Coco was magnificent, and I'm sitting there, and it was a date night with my daughter. So I'm sitting there.
Oh my god!
And
Now
I'm
your
like,
daughter thinks you're the biggest pussy in the world.
She really does.
You can't let your daughter friggin'.
She looked up at me. She's like, "Quit being such a fag." And I was like, "Oh no!"
That's like her line now.
Yeah.
She saw me kissing this dude,
Yeah.
and she's like, "Hey, stop being such a fag." I'm like, "Yo, girl, what's up?"
And we were trying to.
What's up, girl?
And she's in like anti-bullying stuff at school right now. I don't understand why she doesn't understand what's going on. But
Her line in the campaign was "bullies are fags."
Oh my god!
And I was like, "This seems weirdly counterproductive." I'm like, "What is with this ad?
Yeah.
Why am I so drawn to it?"
It's like it was like when we did that anti-racism thing, and we were like, N-words are cool too, so leave them alone. Right? That never happened. But
Yes,
I will.
it did.
No, I will tell you.
It's coming up.
I will tell you how we did fuck up an anti-racism campaign.
I'm gonna wear my Black Panther 1970s suit to the Black Panther movie premiere.
I made cosplay. I guarantee you.
Dolomite.
Wait for San Diego Comic-Con and count on a picture of the Black Panther doing at least the Black Panther salute or the Black Panther with a big Black Panther.
I still think I just this whole thing is eating me alive because I think the Black Panther. I've always thought the Black Panther was super cool.
Yeah.
Especially like Civil War. I was like, this guy is awesome,
Yeah.
right? And I want to be him. But is that wrong? And
Not if you wear the whole suit.
If I'm wearing the whole suit.
No, that's not a
Or
problem.
if I carry the helmet around all the time.
Nobody cares. Well,
Like under my arm with a smirk on my face.
ooh, I've got an idea that I don't think anybody's ever thought of. Have you ever tried making your face his color?
No, but that's a great idea.
There's got to be a good name for that. Like if you're making your face black.
Character face.
There, character face, cause face.
Yep, cause face.
Oh, that's what you get when you take the blue pill.
You get more in the cause face, let me tell you.
But anyways, though,
Is this going to be a thing? Is this movie going to be like a race thing now? Because like, you know,
it's The
Because
one
like I want to be the Black Panther. What the fuck's the problem? And I'm sure the company's not making all of these toys just so black kids and people can buy them.
and nor should they. That's the big thing, and that's the thing that I was getting at, because I was looking at a lot of the reactions online to Black Panther.
I can't believe this character's black.
No,
They're like,
no,
huh?
no, nothing negative. It was all very positive.
I heard it's amazing.
but it was a lot of people like, finally a movie for black people.
Apparently, it's got really strong. It's really awesome. Apparently,
I think that that's great. In that, all the like character, like, you should have strong, like everybody, like females, like, you know, when you're always looking for strong female characters, there should be strong black role models.
Yes, there should.
Men and women, and this movie looks like it's full of them.
Yes.
Like Denai Guerrera and Lupita Nyong'o.
A lot
are
of
supposed
them
to be crazy badass.
well, and a lot of them make it into Avengers.
Yes.
The new one, because
Yes.
you can tell in the preview they're clearly in Wakanda.
Yes.
But they get a lot of screen time. Like his lady, she makes all the stuff. Like she's his Tony Stark's. Apparently, she's smarter than Stark's.
Yeah.
In the creating of stuff, I'm hoping her and him will have some.
I'm sure
Maybe she'll give him a little too.
Actually,
be like, this is kind of primitive. You know what I mean? Like, you made this, Tony.
Yeah.
It's kind of primitive.
I
You should
think
have
I
done
actually
this.
saw like a clip with them.
Oh no way!
Like I think it was in one of the trailers or something like that, where she says something to him, and he's like, "No, let's all get along," or whatever.
Right.
So I apologize to black people for that weird African accent I just attempted. But
Is that what that was? I think you were doing Tony Stark's.
Yeah, I am Tony
The
Stark.
fuck?
Suck it to me, baby.
Never
Does he
apologize. Just
say
do
that?
the Trump man. Never apologize.
Yeah, that's the deal. I can't do that.
That's how they
But-
sound. Then
no,
right?
but
That's
anyways,
how-
yeah, but anyways, what I was getting at though with the whole thing is, any black people have the right to claim this movie and finally something that shows us in a good light and all that. But they make it sound like it's just for black people. I actually tweeted to somebody and I'm like,
See,
I'm white.
that's kind of what I was saying,
And I
right?
was
With the
like-
whole thing.
Yeah, I was like, I'm white. Can I still go? And they're like, absolutely. And I'm like, I'll be there with bells on, like, you know.
And then not.
And I'm trying to open. I was just trying to kind of like open that and like, this isn't just for black people. It is a huge.
Well, I've heard the
thing.
tickets, the pre-sales are
Yeah.
like the biggest for any of the Marvel movies.
Yes, it were, and it's a huge thing for the community in or at large.
Apparently, it's got
But
a lot of political undertones. It's got lots of things going
it
on.
should, and,
Yeah.
But it's
I
just
can't
like
wait. When is it? February the 6th?
February 16th.
Oh, fuck. What?
And but yeah, but the bottom line is that this is going to be a movie that I think a lot of people are going to love, and this is where I believe the start is going to be for kind of the normalization
Right.
of these strong characters.
Right.
Kind of like Wonder Woman, what Wonder Woman did for female characters,
Right.
type thing. It's going to
It's a neat time, eh?
It's a neat time,
Yeah.
and it's about time.
Yes.
And it's that kind of thing. I want to get over the hump. Now it's a hard hump to get over, and I don't think that anybody should really rush through it. But
You never should. Nobody likes a minute man.
Nobody wants to rush the
Shit,
hump.
man.
No, but what I mean is,
Well, sometimes you got shit to do, right?
what I mean is, we're gonna get to a time where it's just, well, of course
Nobody
they had strong
even-
female
right.
characters and right now they have to make a big deal of it, and those
I'm glad they are.
yeah, and those
We don't have
you know,
to, but
and
it's
the
nice
interested-
that they are.
Well, and the interested parties are like, finally, yay, like, yay us.
Way to go,
And I'm
Marvel,
like,
eh?
and I get it, yeah.
Well, Marvel had
DC did it too.
characters.
I mean,
Well, but Marvel and DC, they've had, black characters for a long time. It just never crossed over into the, the movies and the,
yeah.
that kind of thing.
And I'm frankly, because I mean, they took a hard hit on the whitewashing of the Ancient in Doctor Strange, and quite frankly, I'm kind of glad that they made the choice that they did. Not that they just picked some white person, but I didn't want to see another old Asian
guy,
person.
right?
I will be your guide. I'm like, how fucking
Yeah.
cliche is that?
Yeah.
The reason that the Ancient was an old Asian man in the comic wasn't because they wanted to include more diversity. It was because those were the people you went to learn ancient arts.
Right.
You went to ancient Asians. Had they made it like
Ancient
an old
Asians.
Spaniard or something like that, or
Ooh, it could have been Antonio.
and the only reason I even used the word Spaniard specifically was because of Highlander. I was trying to
Leo
think.
McLeod or the Clem McLeod?
Yes,
There can be only one.
only one Spaniard.
There can be only one Spaniard.
Yeah.
I wish I knew Spanish because I would sing the theme in Spanish right now.
But that brings us back very loosely to the movie we're doing.
It does, yeah.
Three
Tell 'em.
Amigos.
Yay, what a surprise.
But yeah, we decided we'd gone a little while without doing a comedy, and we try, not to have things that are funnier than us in front of your face.
Oh,
So,
Jesus.
but this is one we could not avoid. It is a brilliant movie.
Yeah.
One of the early. It isn't a Saturday Night Live movie.
Yeah, it's kind of a weird spin-off movie or
In that,
something.
like, a lot of people involved in Saturday Night Live are involved in the movie. Same
Yeah.
with the Blues Brothers. Like,
Right.
The Blues Brothers was the first of that.
Right.
And this would be the second. And then it started evolving into having actual characters from SNL being movies. Like,
Right.
none of these guys were
Like, it's
characters
packed.
in SNL. But this is just one of those ones. Every time I watch it, I find it funny. Steve Martin, for my money, the best comedy writer of this era,
I agree.
is that everything he wrote was
Oh, my God, yes.
phenomenal. And everybody was on their A game. Even the guys with the small parts. You're going to see, if you've never seen this movie before and you do watch it with us, you're going to see people who you're like, holy crap, that person was in it? Like, it was a lot of, like, before they were famous.
Yeah.
And, like, that kind of thing. And I really want everybody to go out and see this movie. Find it any which way
That would be
you
a
can.
good cosplay, right? 3 people go as these guys.
Absolutely. It'd just be, again, my issue with cosplay, it's always too goddamn hot when these Comic-Cons come around. I was
Yeah.
like, that's why girls dress all sexy. It's because they don't
That's
wanna
not
fucking
why.
sweat down.
Yeah, that's one of the little reasons.
Yeah.
Any reason, Halloween is always the slutty nurse or like you know what? I'm all for it.
Yeah, I'm not.
Go right for it, girls. You want to be power girl, 50 power girls with their tits hanging out right on?
Yeah, we'll just,
Fucking A.
just do it.
You go, girl. Girl power.
Just
Who am I to tell you not to take your boobs out in the middle of
Right.
fucking Comic-Con?
I've got my Dragon Balls
What am I?
out.
I'm not. I don't own you, girl.
Yeah,
Show your pussy off to Stan Lee.
me too.
Fuck it.
What? Anyways, let us have a listen or a look. You can watch it.
Look
So
at look at listen.
you can watch it on YouTube, but let's have a look at this trailer.
Let's ride!
The Three Amigos. They were the biggest stars of their day.
The Three Amigos are history.
But that was yesterday.
Look, boys, I know show business. Something always turns up. Telegram for the Three Amigos.
Come with me where moonbeams paint the sky.
Who are you?
The Three Amigos!
Arriba! I like this guy. They're funny guys. Just kill one of them.
Steve Martin. Chevy Chase.
Do you have anything besides Mexican food?
Martin Short. The Three Amigos.
Throw down your gun! Not you, Dusty! Sorry!
They are so brave.
Whoa, horsey!
Three Amigos.
I'll come back one day.
Why?
All right, so that's it. I mean, if you haven't seen that movie, you just see that, and it's
Amazing.
old school. It's a more old school comedy. Obviously, it's not like
And
you
preview
can
doesn't
feel-
fucking ruin everything.
No, it doesn't ruin everything. You get some good jokes, but I mean, this one, it's a very joke heavy movie.
Oh,
so
God,
it's not
yes.
Like, you see a lot of movies now where if you see the trailer or like the multiple TV spots and
Yeah,
trailers and all that,
they
you
ruin it.
Ruin the thing, and then you get the red band. So then even the surprise stuff that you wouldn't be able to
Oh
get in
my
a
god,
trailer.
that's the
will go
problem
away.
right now, man.
Yeah.
Everybody, but I do the same thing too. Like I did a hypocrite where I don't want to look up anything and that it's all there.
I'm
Especially when Star Wars came out. Jeez, you couldn't go on any website that talked about comics, movies, anything. And it was like, boom, spoilers everywhere.
I avoided it like the plague. The only things I watched were the I watched the teaser trailer, the original trailer that came out, and then whatever was on TV, because really you don't have a choice.
Yeah,
at that point,
well, you can
right?
look away, but
But you look
too
like
lazy.
You're a psychopath. You're sitting in a room full of people.
Yeah,
you're like, no. I can't be one of those.
Yeah,
people.
I hate
So-
that. I hate that.
Mm-hmm.
Or like even when you say like you're in a room with people and you're like, hey, the new, did you go see last day? No, and then they, and then they freak out because like no spoilers, and it's like I wasn't going to spoil it. I just wanted to ask like who,
Yeah, I know.
Oh, you put on a big production, a couple cartwheels. We know you didn't see the movie.
Yeah.
For fuck's sakes.
I know they're assholes. But I'll tell you though. So I mean, I'm really excited to do this movie and all that. But I almost didn't make it
All
here.
that jazz.
I know, but I almost didn't make it here today.
Oh my god, what happened?
Like literally, you got here seconds after I did.
Holy jeez.
I was up at my job, and there had just been a
Throw it right in my face, bro.
Sorry.
Right in my face. That's all you wanted to say is my
Sorry.
job.
I was just soaking up some sweet money from employment, and and there was a big snow, and I had to dig out my car, and I just have this tiny little shovel. It's also, and I'm not kidding you, this shovel exists in my car. It is a shovel that is also a saw that is also a bottle opener.
Woo!
That's how you can get an idea of the size of the
Where'd you get
shovel.
this thing? eBay?
I got it as like a stocking stuffer. It was.
You do have gigantic stockings.
So I got it from Santa. No, it was just.
See,
like,
when you have a gigantic stock, like a sock as your stock, and like he feels like he needs to fill it up.
Yeah.
That's why you're getting more bang for your buck.
Exactly.
He's like, fuck, look at this thing.
And I was really good this year.
Looks like next door's not getting anything.
Fuck those guys.
Anyways, right.
But yeah, so I had to dig this thing out, and it took me forever. And I'm digging this thing out, and I'm digging, and finally I get to it, and then I realize this is not the color of my car. And then I realized I dug out somebody else's car, and I had been piling more snow onto
your own
car.
vehicle.
I just went by shape, and it looked more like mine, but the problem is people kept dumping snow on my car, so I lost the shape of mine. So it took me just forever. And what really, really sucked was I was in a garage, so none of that snow should have been down there. I really think somebody was fucking with me.
It turned out to be peanuts out of a old crate.
Well, that would have been easy if that was the case. But
jeez,
no.
I hate when that happens.
Yeah, jeez, I choose.
How
to
long
park...
did it take you to climb out of this friggin' snow hell?
It was about 2.5 hours. Next time I know, don't park next to the Zamboni.
Did you have to fight off that guy that puts Luke upside down in the ice cave?
Oh, a Wampa ice creature?
Oh,
Why,
Jesus
no, I didn't.
Christ.
Why, no.
Whoomp, there it is, the ice creature. Did you have to fight Whoomp? Little Whoomper?
Yeah, no. I fought Thwomps and Thwimps from Mario Brothers. But
those guys are the shit.
Yeah.
I'm glad you made it. You know what?
I did.
Weirdly enough,
Yeah.
I almost didn't make it myself.
Well, it's kind of interesting. I thought that you were going to be earlier too, so it was weird that I thought about that. Why? What happened?
So I told you that I was in that all-male Star Wars review at the bathhouse downtown where I play C-3PO.
Yes.
And so my body greaser did not show up.
What?
Yeah.
If there's one thing C-3PO needs is an oil bath.
You goddamn right.
So it's like, what the
okay,
hell?
so I have to climb into this thing without Sancho.
Oh.
He's 15. He's from the Philippines.
Yes.
Wonderful human being. He loves a good steam.
Yeah.
And so Sancho's not there.
Mm-hmm.
And, well, first of all, I'm like, do Filipinos name their children Sancho? But I don't care.
Yeah.
Wonderful, wonderful human being. Great people.
It may have just been a nickname.
He's not there. So he's probably got a similar story because he still never showed up.
Mm-hmm.
And so I need somebody to grease these old hinges.
Yeah.
Okay, because I'm in and out of the water. I'm a fucking robot. Okay. I go down for my big number where I end up as the 6 and Boba Fett is the 9. And we're swimming in unison. And in between our 6-9er comes a penis-colored R2-D2 up from the middle. Okay, my hinges freeze. I cannot move my limbs. I sink to the bottom.
Oh,
okay? No. Okay, I almost drown in my own juices. The pool is actually mostly 90% juices. Mine.
All yours?
It's called a contribution.
It's not communal juices?
Well, no, like 10%.
Oh, okay.
I'm really finicky about my pool juices.
Yeah, exactly.
And so I almost drowned.
You can have so much rat feces and peanut butter, and you can have so much of
You're
somebody
allowed.
else's juices
You're
and
allowed,
orange juice. Yeah.
right? Look at the back of a chocolate bar. It's like this one. This may contain a fistful of pubes and 4 dead crickets.
And I was just gonna say fly legs, but crickets was better.
Literally, they can do this. So thank God,
Yes,
I can hold my breath.
our Lord and Savior.
That's right.
Yeah.
And so, well, we have a wonderful mural too of the Last Supper.
Yeah.
Nude on the wall of the bathhouse.
Well, yeah.
Crazy Dave painted it
Yeah.
with his own blood and feces. He is really good. Really good. So thankfully,
Yeah.
there's a big old drain at the bottom.
Yeah.
Okay. Boba Fett uses his toe, boop, pops the drain. 42 minutes later, I am free.
Oh, thank God.
I just got out of that thing.
Yeah.
Just got out of it. They had to cut me out of it with like the jaws of life.
Yeah. Oh my God. Well, you still smell like your own juices, but I'm glad you're here.
I'm glad I smell like my own juices still.
I was really kind of hoping that was going to. You're not enough of a nerd for the story to have gone this way, but I was waiting for the pit to be, or the bottom and the drain to be big enough that it was going to be like the Sarlacc pit, and then
Do you think
Boba
I'm
Fett
fucking
was going
right.
to get sucked
Aw,
out.
damn it. If only we would have. If only this story wasn't true and it was made up, then I could add that in.
I know.
Jesus.
That's what I'm saying. It's
fuck.
just kind of what I was hoping for.
Damn it! Why am I not as fucking nerd of Star Wars like you are?
It's
Christ's
literally
sakes.
all I
But
did.
at least we both made it.
We did make it, and we've really
Not in podcast world or anything, but like to the podcast.
And I feel like we've really made the most of our time here.
I think so too. On the planet, you mean? Mm-hmm.
No, yeah, just in general.
That's right.
Yeah, those when we die, that's gonna be the headline. Yeah, those guys weren't a huge waste of fucking time.
What a waste of skin.
Oh man,
Skinwalkers.
ew.
Would you be okay with somebody wearing your skin like after you died?
Preferably not before I died.
Wow. You know,
Because
we're giving you a choice.
Because then if somebody asked my opinion, I'd just be right. My favorite thing to do in the world is to say something that I know is going to make Todd laugh just as he's drinking.
You're not going to say when I spit it through this little pantyhose thing onto your expensive little microphone.
It's fine.
It blows up.
I have lots of microphones now.
I sue you. I'll still do the podcast even though we're in a really vicious court battle.
Yeah, you're gonna feel it's gonna feel contentious. It's gonna be like live with
Yeah.
with Kelly and Ryan.
Yeah.
Kelly
Ooh,
Ripa
shooting
instantly hated her.
glances.
Oh man.
She eats everyone.
Well,
Fucking the Ripper.
well, it's hilarious because I mean she should have seen this coming, and I think that she should. I feel like Regis had enough power to have a say in what was going on the show.
You damn right he did. He's the Reg.
But then they hired Michael Strahan, who she got along fine with. It seemed
They call him the Gap.
they should, and then he decided he was going to leave, and then it got kind of screwed up.
Good Morning
and
America.
She had like a free, and then she had her little walk off, and you know what? I kind of got it
I get it.
because it's like
She's little. She's mad.
well, and also she's the first name on the show because she's the one who's been there, and then all of a sudden nobody's even including her in the
Two Kellys.
Yeah.
Live with Kelly and Kelly.
right live
Mirror.
with Kelly. What's her face there? But
Oh, yeah. She was there.
yeah,
But yeah, the Royal Rumble happened. It was good.
yeah.
For you wrestling peeps out there.
Congratulations. We should have a Royal Rumble of podcasting one time
We should.
where it's just like
PewDiePie over the top rope.
it starts with two people, and then every 30 seconds or something, or 2 minutes,
Another podcast comes in.
Yeah, they come in and then they start talking as well about what, like, if we're watching the movie or doing whatever.
30 podcasts in the ring, yakking
Yeah,
at the same time.
it'd be good. I'm on top of it. But you all have to podcast together. It's not like they're starting their own podcast and doing it completely independently of you. They're working
Right.
with
Well,
you.
that would be weird.
So it's just a ton of microphones around here. I think we've got an idea. Now we just need to be famous to make this happen.
Any day now. Come on.
There's so many podcast festivals out there.
Oh my
Get
God.
us on one of them.
Podcast festival. Can you imagine like a giant crowd, like a Downs? You going, yeah, talk. They're like, Oh my god.
I'm starting to see the reason why I'm never going to be famous. Because I'm like, hey, there's this thing where podcasters, they go and do these festivals where people pay a lot of money to come and see your podcast.
Okay,
and then Todd's like, look at those fucking losers. You know who's
what do you do? Is there like a crowd of people watching them as they do their podcast?
Yeah, they do live podcasts, and you get tickets.
I could do
you get
that.
tickets to your favorite. Well, you've
I could
already
do one of
fucked it
those.
up. We are not invited now.
Well, we're gonna crash.
Okay.
We're gonna go as a different one. We're gonna go as a Rosie O'Donnell podcast, and we'll
gonna-
dress like the two lesbians.
No, I was thinking we're gonna be like Virgil at like those like WrestleCons and stuff where he just shows up and sets up his own booth.
They're like, Virgil, you're not even allowed to be in here.
I'm not going anywhere.
Virgil,
I'm
he
selling.
just shows up.
I'm here to sign autographs and sell my meat sauce.
Virgils.
I like when we make that. When I make, I like when I do deep
Wait.
pulls for wrestling because like my knowledge of wrestling is so much older than yours because it stops in like the late 90s,
Right.
But then also the pulls I get are so deep that nobody's ever heard of them before. I could say like a Steve Austin or an Undertaker and somebody,
Right.
And like general people will know. But then I say Virgil and they're like, I don't know.
It's for the hardcores.
Yeah.
It's for all the people in Virgil right now.
Virgil, Ontario.
The old Virgil Stampede.
Still 0 listens from Virgil, Ontario.
What the hell? We got to hit the Virgil market. What do we have to do to break Virgil?
I'm going to spread it out there. Speaking of spreading it out there, we've got diseases. No. Todd and I were going over little bits of merch just the other day. Actually.
That's merchandise?
Yeah. Swag.
Mm-hmm.
Which is, I think, is also a drug. I don't know.
I think so, yeah.
We're not selling you narcotics.
We can.
We were thinking if there is interest out there for something like a T-shirt or
a sweatshirt,
clothing, so any kind of like posters or anything like that. If anybody has any interest in that sort of thing, email us podcast@miscastcommentary.com. We're very curious about what kind of... Yeah, we're... yes, we are bi-curious. We're curious about what you're going to buy. No, we want to... I did it.
At our Miscast Commentary shop.
Exactly. Yeah, we're curious what people might...
Bobbleheads.
Want.
We need bobbleheads.
Do you know how expensive those things are to make unless you build 600 each of them?
Well, there's going to be demand for them.
Yeah, there's going to be demand. Well, if there's demand for them, we will
Sex
do it.
dolls.
But if anybody is interested in wearing swag with our faces and or logos,
Or purchasing a blow-up lamb with Joe's face on it.
Ideally.
I want to be on the bum.
Yeah, we will get into that, and it's things we can use as prizes.
Well, guess what? I was just going to say, well, maybe we can have another contest about something, and then in 4 years you'll get your shirt.
By the way, I don't think we have actually.
Did you give him that shirt?
Not yet, because I haven't.
What the shit?
I contacted him and he wasn't able to do it just yet. But we're gonna
Probably never answered the phone.
Well, if I saw my name on the phone, I wouldn't answer.
Oh hell, you know that.
But yeah, our contest winner from the Lord of the Rings episode, John Riches.
It was like the first episode we ever did.
It was a summertime episode. But yeah, he was our winner, and then Todd said, I'm going to make this shirt. And I said, I can do it. And you're like, no, I'm going to do it. And then he left for 3 months.
I don't remember that.
And then he came back, and I'm like, oh, yeah, by the way, we have a contest winner. And he's like, I'm going to make that shirt. And I'm like, I can do it. And you're like, no, I'm going to do it. And then he left for 3 months.
Yeah.
And it was his
I vaguely recall this.
It was his final wish that I was not to do it. While
It's not even that. That's not even how you. Why do you lie all the time?
Because
I
it's way
out of
more interesting than the truth.
out of nowhere said, you know what? I think that one of these fans deserves a T-shirt. And the very next day, I made a T-shirt. That's what happened.
That's true. And
with my own hands.
And I will be full disclosure. The person who won this, we went to high school with him.
I put a rig job. Way to tell them the whole fucking thing's a rig job.
No, I don't blame us. I blame you fuckers. Nobody else emailed him.
See, it's called the blame game. Yep, I blame them too.
Yeah, you
blame me.
You were blaming me as you were listening.
Did
to
it?
I'm blaming
you did
right back.
You know what the shirt was? I got a white shirt from my closet. I cut my hand and I slapped it on there.
Yeah.
And then in a marker, I wrote Saruman.
Yeah, but then we got before he wrote Saruman though, he actually got sued by Robert Zemeckis because it looked too Wilson-y.
Yes.
So he had to change it and he had to give it a beard. And
Yeah.
then he wrote down Saruman. And he got actually it was Saruma, and then he passed out from blood loss, and then I put the N on.
Yeah. And on the back.
I happened to have a nosebleed going at that time. And
It just worked out really well.
I dipped it like a quill. I was like beep beep, and it's so the
It
N
made
is
that
actually,
noise too. Went beep beep.
Yeah, the N actually is quite like nice calligraphy, and the rest of looks like
Dracula's D. Like, it's just beautiful.
I had a real crisis there because I was like, are you talking about the D in the word Dracula or Dracula's dick?
What are you talking about? Neither. You're sick. What the fuck?
Yeah, we're talking about his defensive skills in hockey.
What the frig?
I steal the. I was gonna try to do a Dracula, but I'm laughing.
Like, what
and
is
it
that?
started coming out Jamaican.
Oh my god! It sounded like you're goddamn.
I'm Dracula,
What
man.
the hell were you doing before?
I steal
Oh
the
my
puck,
god!
man.
Yeah,
I
your
could do
Mexican
it.
impression of the Black Panther.
I'm Dracula, blah blah. I steal the
Hey.
puck. See, it was because I was laughing.
That was pretty good.
When I laugh,
That was
I'm
not a bad little
Jamaican.
Dracula.
When I come, straight up Russian.
Damn right. I'm blowing in your face now.
Vodka.
Pure vodka.
Yeah. We don't have a lot of listeners in Russia, so I'm okay yelling vodka while I come. And,
That's what they yell.
Yeah. I feel like listening to us is the only stupid decision that Russians haven't done yet.
They're one step away from
I
that.
watched a dude literally light himself on fire and jump off of a building into a pile of snow with no anything attached to him. He just lights himself on fire.
How'd that turn out?
Jumps into. He was fine because you can't harm Russians.
That's right. They have they are like what's his name? Colossus.
Yeah.
They're all Colossuses.
They're all colossi.
Colossi.
Yeah.
Colossal.
Are we falling apart? And Todd's death gurgles brought to you by Pepsi.
Hey!
Pepsi. Those death gurgles weren't your fault, so pay us.
Yeah, that was Pepsi gurgling around.
I sure hope we don't get sued.
I hope we do. We'll be in the news. People will hear about us.
Yeah, but then
they'll be like, "Why is Pepsi suing these fucking guys?" And they'll be like, "Oh, now I know."
Thankfully,
and we'll have one more viewer.
Thankfully, we both have a lawyer on retainer. He's waiting for sexual misconduct.
My lawyer wears a retainer.
Yeah. Yeah, he has an 11-year-old lawyer. Sancho.
He's also my lawyer.
Back.
Sort of my life partner.
And it's crazy that that song was written about them too.
Let down Sancho.
That is the
$1 million, I would get a sex change like Sancho.
Right.
And I really want to know what the thing is.
Who's Sancho?
Yeah, I really want to know.
Is Sancho?
Where
and
is
I really
Sancho?
Want to say I'm pretty sure he's Filipino. All right. I think this is as good a place as any to wrap it up. Email podcast@miscastcommentary.com. Find us on Twitter @miscastpodcast, or me @JKFinley, or Todd @miscasttodd. He's tweeting now.
I tweeted.
He tweeted a couple.
And then I tried to do one, and then there was too many letters, and I said, "Fuck this."
Yeah, he
Got
gave up.
pissed off.
Yeah. He threw his phone out a window, and somehow it made it here, and it tweeted twice.
Amazing, right?
And both of those tweets got
all
like
that.
300 likes each.
Beauty.
It was crazy.
Oh my god, my buddy is so upset with us because we have way more Twitterers than him.
Oh, really?
Way more.
Nice. How many does he have?
And he knows that I don't even go online, so he's so mad at me. Because I was like, I know. He's like, you don't even do anything, and you have like hundreds of Twitter followers. And I was like, I know.
Suck it up.
And I high-fived a robot. That's true.
I picture one of those like Robbie the robot things.
Yeah.
That, remember I used to have one of those, and I just picture go. Oh.
I think it's terrifying. Robbie.
Robot.
Once you give him a name, man,
We
they
need
get
a
all
fucking-
Blade Runner.
We need to get a robot to be our.
We do need a robot. A robot butler slave.
The best thing we have is my wife has a Galaxy S8, so we've got Bixby.
Hello, Bixby.
Which-
Is he like the other one there?
No, they fucked up. Well, it's like all those ones, but they fucked up. They named it Bixby, and it's a woman's voice. I'm like, how do you not have a British man's voice?
I know, what the hell? They're breaking conventions, Joe, okay? Women could be Bixton.
Black
What do you
Panther
say?
has to be
Bixton?
black. Bixby needs to be a
Bixby.
British man.
The Bruce Banner.
See, this is why you name people. This is how you name
I name
people at the
babies.
beginning.
That should be my job.
That should be.
I should be. You don't have a choice.
We're
Your
gonna go-
daughter's name is Larry Jr.
We're gonna go on Fiverr, and then so for $5, you just show
Fiverr.
you show a picture of your baby. See, again, I'm getting a money opportunity in place for us, and you're like, fuck that thing.
I want it to be on our own merits.
We have none.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm
That's a really good point, actually.
I'm really trying on my best to grease the system for us.
To grease, we can slip in, eh? Like a doorway made of Vaseline, baby. We're coming through.
And when I leave, come together like butt cheeks. That's a line
Grease
from
it
that
up,
was
baby.
Eddie Griffin said that in Chappelle's show, and I always love that line.
Eddie Griffin. I love that, man.
All right, so when we leave, come together like butt cheeks, and find us on Twitter. We already gave you the handles. Find us on Instagram at Miscast Commentary. Email us, podcast at miscastcommentary.com. I cannot say the name today, I'm sorry. Go to our website, miscastcommentary.com. Like us. Subscribe, not us, but our podcast. We're unlikable. We are beyond help.
Yeah. Beyond redemption.
It's fine.
Beyond Rangoon.
And quite frankly, we're done caring about that. But we care about this. So wherever you listen, or if you watch it on YouTube or whatever, like, subscribe, comment. We're getting more and more reviews. We've got a pretty good handful of reviews on there.
Sweet.
Right now. Something I found out though, I don't know if I talked about this last time or not. The reviews are all by country code. So I was sitting there, and I had gotten a couple of tweets
I think
from
we
people.
talked about this. I don't think you said it.
Okay. But yeah, we had gotten a couple of tweets from people going, "Oh, I reviewed your show. I liked it a lot." And I was really appreciative of that, and that was awesome. And then I went online. I'm like, "You fucking liars. I didn't see anything." And then it was
and he sent the messages, awful messages,
and it's because
before finding the truth.
It's because when you look, you only see it in your country. So, or like
that's odd.
And I actually complained to them. I don't know.
Yeah, like what?
So if you're on the Canadian site, you can only see Canadian reviews, which makes no sense to me. Like U.S. reviews are invalid.
You can't understand the language.
Yeah,
that's it. Communication breakdown.
We can't understand Southern or Little Peep Floridian.
That's right.
And they can't understand Newfie.
Yeah.
Oh Lord,
nobody can understand Newfie. Not even the Newfies.
Every single person in Newfoundland sounds like Brad Pitt from Snatch.
Brad Pitt from Snatch teaches English lessons to people from Newfoundland.
For sure.
And Nell. Jodie Foster as Nell teaches them how to speak proper English. Because it will never be proper. But it'll just get maybe a little bit more decipherable.
And she's got, I like that you said proper, which is decidedly not a word, but then you got decipherable out, which is fine. And it's just
I'm a conundrum.
Yeah.
I'm a riddle wrapped in a mystery, wrapped in chocolate with caramel.
I was gonna say bacon.
Ooh,
it's only just because it's
gonna be the 2.0 version.
I cooked with bacon today, so it's on my mind.
Bacon on top of pizza. Had a lot of pizza. I've been smelling pizza. Yeah. I don't know why.
Is that
everywhere I'm going, I'm smelling pizza.
Is that your new superpower?
It could be.
Nice.
They're like, Wolverine's like, you gonna come over to your house? No, but man, this room smells like pizza, eh?
Yeah.
And then somebody smashes him.
Wolverine, you're starving to death. Don't worry, I've got us covered. I was like, hey, don't you have a really strong sense of smell? Not when I'm hungry. Bub.
Gene. Then he passed out.
Yeah. But he wasn't saying for Jean Grey. He was just like, my jeans are too tight.
He soiled them.
All right. Remember when we said we were leaving?
No.
That time is come and gone. Welcome to Miscast Commentary Coming Attractions episode. I'm Joe Finley.
And I'm Todd, the World Killer, Tebow Man.
That's my favorite one so far.
Yeah.
Nice. They're doing that on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. right now. They call the one girl, they're in the future and in space because the one girl blew up.
She's called World Killer?
She's called the Destroyer of Worlds.
Oh, well, fuck. I didn't even see that show in there to rip me off.
But there's
somehow.
Well, it was in the future.
I know.
So
well, they're time traveling around just to steal fucking ideas for their show.
So we don't know how the last episode is going to go down. But
you're
probably going to find out that Todd did that. And she's like, damn, I was going to call myself that. Then she blows up the world.
Yeah. So the world is whoop. There you go. Come on, let's get out of here.
Let's go.
Get the fuck out of here.
All right, guys. So tune in next week. Three Amigos. It's a hilarious movie. We're gonna try and live up to it. But if not, well, you'll be watching the movie at the same time, and you're gonna love it. So it's gonna be great.
It is a good one.
So we will see you next week. Love you much.
I love you more. No, I don't.
No, I'm indifferent, but I'm happy you're out there.
I'm indifferent, but I'm happy to lie.
This has been Miscast Commentary with your hosts, Joe Finley and Todd Murray. Executive producer, Joe Finley. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the podcast wherever you listen. Visit www.miscastcommentary.com for all news related to the podcast. Miscast Commentary is a Miscast Media production.